If you are on Medicare, you may have just heard some exciting news. Starting this month, Medicare is offering certain weight loss medications, often discussed broadly in the news and online, for just $50 a month. $50 for a medication that can cost over $600 without coverage. Let me be clear, that headline is absolutely real. This isn't a scam or an unverified rumor. It's an actual new Medicare program, the Medicare GLP-1 Bridge, which officially launched on July 1st, 2026. But here's the problem. Right now, thousands of seniors are hearing that $50 number, and they are making assumptions. They assume it applies to everyone on Medicare. They assume any weight loss injection or pill qualifies. They assume that because they have Medicare, they are already covered, and all they need to do is walk into a pharmacy and ask. Here's the critical truth. None of those assumptions are guaranteed. In fact, for most, they're simply not true. And that mismatch between what the headline says and what the fine print actually requires is exactly what causes seniors to walk into a pharmacy expecting a $50 prescription, only to be told they do not qualify. No refund, no explanation on the spot, just confusion, and sometimes a wasted trip. Imagine a 68-year-old man in Arizona. And he saw a short video online about the $50 Medicare drug program. He has Medicare. He assumes that is enough. He calls his doctor's office, asks for the prescription by name, and expects to pick it up that same week. But nobody told him that Medicare alone is not enough. He also needs a specific type of drug coverage. And even then, not every weight loss drug is included. Only a few specific ones are. This is not his fault. Headlines simplify. They have to fit. But when a senior on a fixed income shows up expecting a $50 copay and leaves with nothing, that is not a small inconvenience. That is a wasted doctor's visit, a wasted trip to the pharmacy, and real frustration. So, in this video, we are going to walk through exactly what the Medicare GLP-1 Bridge Program is, who may actually qualify, which drugs are included, and what you need to check before you assume anything. Because with this program, the difference between I qualify and I don't comes down to a few specific details. And those details are exactly what most videos on this topic are leaving out. Let's go through them one at a time. Let's look at 3 situations. If you are hoping to use this program, pay close attention because each one shows a different way this $50 deal can catch you off guard. Situation 1, I have Medicare, so I'm covered. A senior hears about the $50 program and assumes that having Medicare is enough. So they go straight to the pharmacy or they call in a prescription expecting to pay $50 on the spot. But here is what many people miss. It's vital to understand. Simply having Medicare isn't enough. To access the GLP-1 Bridge Program, you must have specific Medicare Part D drug coverage. This means either a dedicated Part D plan or a Medicare Advantage plan that already bundles in drug benefits. Without one of these, this incredible program likely won't apply to you. This is precisely why checking the specifics of your actual plan is infinitely more crucial than just flashing your Medicare card. 2 people can both say, I have Medicare, and still have completely different answers to whether they qualify. Situation 2, it should be automatic. I'm already on Medicare Part D. Now imagine someone who does have Part D. That is a real step in the right direction. But having Part D is not the same as being approved. This program is not something you simply sign up for. A doctor has to determine whether you meet specific clinical requirements, generally related to body weight and certain health conditions. So, even with the right coverage, nothing happens automatically. A conversation with your doctor is the crucial first step, not a call to the pharmacy. We'll walk through exactly what that approval process looks like in a moment. Situation 3, any weight loss drug should count, right? This is where a lot of confusion happens. Picture a retired couple who both take different medications for weight and blood sugar. They hear Medicare GLP-1 program and assume every GLP-1 drug on the market is included. It is not that simple. As of this program, only a small number of specific medications are covered under the bridge. Wegovy, in both its injection and tablet form, the quick pen version of Zepbound specifically, and Foundayo. Other GLP-1 medications, even well-known brands, are not automatically included in this program. So if you or your spouse are on a different medication or a different formulation of one of these drugs, it is worth checking carefully before assuming you are included. Here is the pattern running through all three situations. Each senior did the reasonable thing. They heard good news and they acted on it. But this program has real specific requirements layered underneath that $50 headline. The type of coverage you carry, the approval from your doctor, and the exact medication involved. None of that means the program is not real or not valuable. It very much is for the people it was built for. It just means the $50 number is the last step, not the first one. To put it plainly, the Medicare GLP-1 Bridge is a temporary Medicare demonstration program. It began on July 1st, 2026, and it is scheduled to run through December 31st, 2027. It was created to give eligible Medicare beneficiaries access to certain weight loss medications at a fixed, predictable price. But eligibility, coverage type, and the exact drug all have to line up first. So how do you actually find out where you stand? That is exactly what we will walk through next. Let's break down exactly what you need to check, step by step. Who may qualify? You generally need one of two things: a standalone Medicare Part D drug plan or a Medicare Advantage plan that includes drug coverage. If you are not sure which type of plan you have, that is the very first thing to check, not the last. Which drugs are included? Only these three at this time. Wegovy, in both injection and tablet form. Zepbound, specifically the quick pen formulation. Other forms of Zepbound are not included. And Foundayo. If you are taking a different weight loss medication or a different version of one of these, do not assume it is automatically part of this program. Ask your doctor directly. Doctor approval matters every time. Nobody receives this coverage automatically. Your doctor has to review whether you meet the clinical requirements and submit what is called a prior authorization request on your behalf. That request goes through before the pharmacy can charge you the $50 rate. So the real first step is not a phone call to the pharmacy. It is a conversation with your doctor. How much does it cost, and what should you know about that $50? Eligible beneficiaries pay $50 for a monthly supply. But here is the detail many people miss. It's handled entirely separately from your regular drug coverage. While this means it doesn't chip away at your deductible or out-of-pocket maximum, for many, a $50 copay still represents massive savings compared to the full price. It just means you need to understand how it fits into your overall yearly drug expenses. To truly unlock the $50 benefit, here's your essential checklist. Don't skip a single item. Verify your coverage. Do you have Medicare Part D or a Medicare Advantage plan with drug benefits? Self-assess. Have you honestly confirmed you meet the specific eligibility requirements, or are you just assuming? Drug check. Is your chosen medication one of the exact three covered by this program? Doctor's approval. Has your doctor already submitted the necessary prior authorization? Direct confirmation. Have you personally verified all these details through official Medicare channels? Medicare.gov or your plan's member services line, not just a news headline. Here is the full picture. The Medicare GLP-1 Bridge is a real program, and for the people who qualify, it can mean real savings. But it was never designed to apply to everyone automatically. The coverage you carry, the medication involved, and your doctor's approval all determine whether that $50 price applies to you. So, what's the ultimate takeaway? The power to access this incredible savings is in your hands, but only if you arm yourself with the facts. Don't risk a wasted trip. Empower yourself by checking your eligibility before you head to the pharmacy. And keep in mind, this is a demonstration program running only through December 31st, 2027. That means the rules, which drugs qualify, what the copay looks like, even whether the program continues at all, could change before then. Whatever your plan tells you today, it's worth checking back in with Medicare.gov periodically, especially as the program's end date approaches. If this information helped you, imagine how many others are still caught in the confusion. If you are over 60 and rely on Medicare, subscribe for clear updates that help you understand real changes before you make a decision based on a headline. And share this video with someone who may be hoping this program applies to them so they can check first, instead of finding out the hard way.